Have your entire group start on a stacked position opposite of the instance portal. Someone hit the boss and your group will go into the mind realm. A tank needs to pick up Psychus. The tank needs to drag him around the circle of the room to tentacles while DPS kill the tentacles. Once the tentacle dies, Psychus takes 50% more damage, which stacks. Also, all the other tentacles heal up, so damaging 2 is useless. In this phase, Psychus will cast Creeping Anguish on the ground. This is a growing purple circle that will drain anyone's sanity touching it, so keep him moving. Everyone needs to keep Mind Rack interrupted. After about 6 stacks on Psychus, DPS should focus kill him. Once he's dead, everyone needs to run to their bodies. Click on them, phase 2 happens, and everyone should run to Ny'alotha to damage him. He's stunned for 20 seconds, so do all the DPS you can do. After 20 seconds, Ny'alotha will become invulnerable, and there will be cysts around the room for your DPS to dot up so they shrink in size. Only dot up the ones around your group, and then Ny'alotha will cast Mind Grasp on your group. A shadowy arrow looking thing will affect everyone in your group, and your group needs to move in the opposite direction of the arrow, putting you either right next to Ny'alotha or next to the edge. Make sure to not touch the black stuff on the ground. He'll grab and stun you and either push you away or pull you towards him. Once that's done, a Basher tentacle plus a Corruptor tentacle will spawn near your group, and another Basher and Corruptor tentacle will spawn further past that. There should be a tank on both Basher tentacles, and DPS need to interrupt the Corruptor tentacles. Your group should kill the first set of tentacles near your group and then move to the other set where your other tank is. Ignore the spike tentacles, they're useless. Every time a tentacle dies, red swirls are on the ground, so dodge those. A little after the first set of tentacles die, 3 pairs of people in your group will be affected by paranoia. You need to get to your paranoia friend, dodging everyone in your group in the process, because standing by someone who doesn't have paranoia will drain your sanity. If you do get paranoia, everyone changes shape and gets purple circles around them, so it's easier to see who to dodge. Once paranoia is over, a portal will spawn and about half your raid should use their extra action button to regain sanity. Make sure to stand still while using it and then jump into the portal and do the exact same thing as phase 1. Tank drags Psychus to the tentacles to be killed and whatnot, but keep in mind you have half the raid this time, so burning him down at 7 to 8 stacks is more ideal. He'll still do Creeping Anguish, and Mind Rack needs to be interrupted. The only new thing in this phase is Deathwing will spawn and shoot fireballs on the ground to dodge. Now the team is upstairs, you guys will just be going around the boss taking out the Basher and Corruptor tentacles each time they spawn. Once the Mind Realm defeats Psychus and makes it back to their bodies, Ny'alotha gets stunned again and everyone should focus DPS him, even if the tentacles are up, because they get stunned too. Once he puts his shield back up, kill any remaining tentacles and rinse and repeat. Dot up the neurons, run in the correct direction away from the arrow, deal with the ads and paranoia, and Mind Realm group will go back into the Mind Realm. On Heroic, groups need a switch because of Fettered Mind that makes it so someone can't go into the Mind Realm again during the encounter. Do the Mind Realm the exact same way as before, the only difference is Queen Ashara will spawn instead of Deathwing. She'll shoot the ground with a black volley, dodge this since it drains your sanity. Also, do not do any unnecessary movement due to your new Tread Lightly debuff, which will hurt you when you move. It does relatively low damage, so still move when you have to. Once Psychus dies and the Mind Realm group makes it to their body, Ny'alotha gets stunned again, and your group needs to give it all they got since he won't become invulnerable again. After his 20-second stun is phase 3. Ny'alotha will cast Invoke Anguish, which gives everyone an Invoke Anguish debuff. Your group should get to the edge of the room in a small area to drop it off. It's purple puddles that grow in size. A Harvester ad will spawn that your tank needs to pick up. It'll cast Harvest Thoughts that only about 5 people need to stack in to split the damage. If you have less than 15 sanity, don't stack in it. Ny'alotha will shoot out eye beams from the sides of him and rotate around. Don't get hit by these, DPS Ny'alotha down to finish the encounter. And that's the entire Ny'alotha raid.